All right, folks, we are back with the Lady Warriors and the Heschel Heat. The score is 13-9 at halftime. Beth Tfiloh is up. One of the things that Beth Tfiloh has been working on this entire tournament is their turnover rate of getting down the court and just having the ball turned over on, you know. Heschel is going to start with the ball at the beginning of the second half. Storch inbounds it to Ashkenazi, who passes it back to Storch. Ashkenazi has the ball behind the three-point line. They're passing it around to the back of the court. Attempted steal by Chloe Newman, who passes the ball out of bounds. White ball. Storch passes it in. Stolen by Eden Hariri, who passes it to Newman, and we're moving the other way.
Newman's going to send it to Schneider. Schneider is going to look for the pass. Just going to send it back to Newman. Newman to Haley Gruntman to the paint where it's recovered by Sarah Schneider to Chloe Newman in the corner, and it is off the rim.
You got a foul on Hariri. It's going to be white ball. Ashkenazi passes it into Storch, who's going to bring the ball down the court. Passes it over to Leviton, who passes it back over to Gilad. Pass it back out to Storch. He's looking for options, passing it to Ashkenazi in the corner, turned over. Schneider. Sarah Schneider moving in the other direction.
Schneider's going to send it to Newman. Newman looks for the pass. He's going to send it back to Schneider at top, to Listenbuck in the corner, to the paint where it's recovered by Heschel.
Leviton goes for a fast break down the court. Gets caught up by Warriors. Ashkenazi has a travel. It's going to be blue ball. Listenbuck comes out and Spurn goes in for Beth Tfiloh.
All right, Schneider has the ball. She's going to send it to Eden Shoshan. Eden Shoshan to Alana Spurn, back to Sarah Schneider. Schneider's going to pass it to Eden Hariri, pass it to Eden Shoshan, and it is good. Score is now 15-9 Warriors.
Storch brings it down the court. Storch looking for options. Passes to Leviton, who's behind the line, takes the shot, no good. Recovered by Heschel, who passes it back behind the line to Storch. Once again, looking for options, passes it to Ashkenazi. Gives it over to Storch in the corner. Storch goes in for the dribble, stuck in the post, passes it to Leviton, goes up for the shot, makes it 2 points. Blue ball.
And Shoshan passes it in to Sarah Schneider. Schneider's going to bring it up the court. Schneider passes to Hariri, who passes to Chloe Newman. Chloe's looking for the pass. She's going to bring it around, where it is
turned over by Heschel. Brought back to the other side by Hariri. Passes it to Spurn in the corner. We got a foul on the shot on White. Spurn is going to be at the line. Spurn misses her first shot. Spurn goes up again, misses it, rebounded by Heschel, who throws it out of bounds. We got a foul on Beth Tfiloh. Foul's on Haley Grutman. Spurn goes out, Lifsenbook goes back in for the Lady Warriors. Storch brings the ball up to the court for Heschel. Passing it around the back of the court. Over to Ashkenazi, who takes the three-point shot, misses it. And we got a foul.
Schneider.
Blue ball.
Schneider inbound to Hariri. Hariri's going to bring it up. Sapoznik, sorry. Sapoznik back to Schneider. Schneider to Grutman. Grutman's going to bring it around and pass it back to Schneider, who's in the corner. Is going to go for, no, passes it to Sapoznik. Back to Grutman up top. And travel on blue.
White ball going the other way off of the travel on Grutman. Storch with the ball, passes to Levitin in the corner, passes it back to Storch, who takes a three-point shot, misses it, rebounded by Hariri. We got blue ball moving in the other direction.
Sapoznik going to bring it up the court. She's going to look for the pass, passes it to Schneider, who's going to go, no, looks for a pass. Cross court to Sapoznik. And into Hariri, where it is off the rim, and it's stolen by Sapoznik to Hariri, then to Lifsenbook, where it's rebounded again, back to Lifsenbook. No. Rebounded again by Beth Tfiloh to Schneider. Up for the layup. Right out. Looks like we have a Heschel player down.
We have an injury on the court. Number 10 appears to be in severe pain. While the medical staff attends to that, teams are going back over their game plan. In the meantime, we're going to go to our sports analyst, Aaron Ness, who's standing by. Aaron, how do you think Beth Tfiloh is playing right now, and what do you think they need to work on?
I'll tell you, they're doing a really good job playing with their size advantage, which is something they've actually been doing throughout the tournament, which is really nice to watch. They get most of the rebounds that they should, and oftentimes get offensive rebounds, which is really going above and beyond. And you can tell that Heschel really doesn't have much of a presence in the paint because of the height of Beth Tfiloh. What they really need to focus on is what we just saw, which is finishing the shots that they get. We saw them just get, 4 opportunities, and they couldn't convert on any of them, so they need to find a way to take the opportunities that their size are giving them and make the most of it.
Thank you, Aaron. Well, Ashkenazi hobbles off the court with the medical staff. Teams are about to return to the court. We got white ball under Beth Tfiloh's basket. Levitin inbounds it to Storch, who's bringing it up the court. Storch is covered by Grutman, who's doing a really good job at not letting her on the inside. Storch passes it back to Levitin, who dribbles around the back. Passes it to Gils, who's in the corner. Tries to pass it back to Levitin at the top of the key. Stolen by Schneider.
Schneider brings it up, and to Grutman. Grutman goes for the shot and is recovered by Heschel.
Levitin's in the corner, tries to, absolutely smothered by Sarah Schneider right now. She gets out of that jam, passes it to Gilad. Spazek on that absolute lockdown defense. We got a travel. And we got blue ball moving the other way. Full timeout, Beth Tfiloh. In the meantime, we're going to go back to our sports analyst by the court, Aaron Ness. Aaron, how do you think Heschel's playing, considering their loss of now Ashkenazi, who was a big player?
Yeah, I think for sure being down in a game and losing one of your players is always a tough position to be in. They're going to have to find a way. It's going to be up to the team to find a way to adapt and overcome this challenge. We've seen that they have some shooters on the team, which are keeping them alive. But what they need to do is they need to find a way to get into the paint and put some shots in, some layups from closer inside where they're more higher percentage, and they can close this gap. Ultimately, come back and make this a win for the Heschel Heat.
Yeah, that's one thing Beth Tfiloh has shown to be really good at, not letting other teams into the paint. Their defense and keeping the other teams to the outside of the court really seems to show, especially in the current score where Warriors are leading 15-11. We got blue ball.
It's all right. This stuff is cheap anyways.
Snyder passes it into Sapoznik, who brings it up the court.
Sapoznik sends it into the paint to Hariri, out of the paint to Liftenbuck. Liftenbuck passes it to Sapoznik. Sapoznik looks for the pass, sends it back to Haley Grutman. Grutman brings it in. Liftenbuck gets the ball. Liftenbuck passes it to Sapoznik. Sapoznik's going to send it across to Sarah Schneider. She's going to look for the shot, to the pass into the paint to Eden Hariri. Hariri's called for a travel. It's going to be Heschel's ball.
Levitson inbounds it to Storch, who brings it up the court, passes it to Gilad, looking for options. Passes it back to Levitson, who goes into the paint, disrupted by Sapoznik. Gilad recovers the ball, gives it back to Storch at the top of the key. We got a foul. Sapoznik with the foul. It's going to be white ball. A lot of substitutions here. Cohen, Newman, and Shoshan are going to go in for Sapoznik, Grutman, and Hariri for Beth Tfiloh. Storch inbounds the ball to Levitson. Levitson passes it back to Storch, who goes into the post, passes back out to Gilad, passes it back to Storch, who goes back into the paint for the layup, misses the layup, but we have a foul. Foul was on Liftenbuck on the shot. Storch is at the line. Storch makes her first shot. Storch makes both shots, score 15-13 Warriors.
Now it's going to be Schneider bringing the ball up the court. Schneider's going to look for the pass. He's bringing it around, down. It's called out of bounds. No, sorry, that is a foul.
Foul on Levitson on that. It's going to be blue ball. Newman passes it into Sarah Schneider. Schneider behind the three-point line in the corner. He passes it to Cohen, who's in the slot, back out to Newman behind the three-point line.
Pass to Eden Shoshan. Passes back to Newman. Pass to Sarah Schneider, who's going to bring it around. Goes for the shot. Off the backboard. Recovered by Eden Shoshan. Pass to Chloe Newman. Sent back to Eden Shoshan. Then back to Newman. Now she passes to Sarah Schneider. And it is up. The shot clock is up. No, sorry. Reset. And Schneider has the ball. To Alexa Cohen in the middle. She puts it up for the shot. Just off. Then it's rebounded by Eden Shoshan up for the layup. And it's good.
Score 17-13 Warriors. Storch is going to bring it back up. Passes it to Gilad, who's over in the corner. Back to Nisim, who's in the paint. Back out to Levitson, who puts it up for the shot. No good. Recovered by Cohen, who passes it to Sarah Schneider.
Schneider is going to bring it in again, and that is the end of the third quarter.
Score 17-13 Warriors. Like I said earlier, this game is a big game for in the tournament, as both teams are 1 and 2. It'll certainly readjust the standings. One of the things that has been really apparent in for the Lady Warriors is their defense and how they are keeping their opponents outside of the paint. Teams are returning to the court.
It's nice that it's off. This isn't on.
Newman is going to inbound the ball for Beth Tfiloh. Newman passes the ball into Sarah Snyder.
Schneider has the ball. She's coming around. She's looking for the pass. Sends it into the paint to Hariri. Hariri passes it back to Newman. Newman looks for the pass, sends it back to Sarah Schneider. Schneider is coming in, passes it to Edna Shoshan. Is going to pass it back. Schneider for the shot. Just off the rim.
Rebounded by Heschel. We had a travel on Heschel. We're going to have blue ball going in the other direction. Newman passes it into Sarah Snyder. Snyder's taking up the court at the top of the key. Hariri sets a pick for Snyder. Snyder goes up for the layup, makes the shot. Score 19-13 Warriors. Storch brings up the ball for Heschel. Looking for options, she passes it to Levitan. Levitan passes it to Gilad. Gilad back to Storch around the top of the key. She takes a three-point shot, misses it. Rebounded by Lipson-Book for the Warriors.
Schneider's going to bring the ball up the court. She's going to look for the pass. She's going to send it to Chloe Newman. She's going to go for the shot. It's good. 2 points, 21-13 Warriors. We have a timeout called by Heschel.
Correction. Timeout, Beth Tfiloh. Full timeout. Beth Tfiloh just went on an absolute hot streak there. Denied most opportunities. Warriors, led by Coach Howell, are in the huddle right now going over their game plan for the last 5 minutes and 48 seconds of the quarter and the game. In a game where the winning team is up 21-13, only 4 points could be the game changer here. Teams are returning to the court. Beth Tfiloh will be on the defensive. Sorge takes the ball up for Heschel. Sorge passes it to Levitan, back to Storch at the top of the key, brings it around to Gilad, back over to number 10, who makes the 2-point shot in the post. We got blue ball. Scores 21-15 Warriors.
Now Schneider's going to bring the ball up. She's going to go. She's driving, goes for the layup. It's good.
We got a foul on the shot. Snyder will be at the line. Foul will be on White.
It's 23-15 Warriors.
number 10 Eskenazi has re-entered the game. Snyder makes her foul shot.
24-15 Warriors.
Eskenazi inbounds it to Storch, who brings it up once again for Heschel. 5 minutes and 17 seconds left in the game. Storch brings it around back to Gilad, who brings it back to Storch. Passes it in the corner to Eskenazi, back to Storch behind the three-point line, who makes the field goal. Snyder drives towards the basket. Got caught up in the post. Back to Newman behind the three-point line, who passes it to Eden Hariri, who's in the paint. Goes up for the basket, no good. Rebounded by Jenna Lifsenbuck. Tries to take a shot, blocked by Nisim. It's going to be white ball. We have a foul. Jenna Lifsenbuck on the foul. We'll still have white ball going in the other direction. Storch brings it up. Storch passes to Levitin, who's her outlet, back to Storch at the top of the key, all the way over into the corner. Ball makes its way back to Storch, looking for options, passes to Eskenazi in the corner, brings it back to Storch at the top of the key, dribbling around, trying to get around Sarah Snyder, goes into the paint, goes up for the shot, blocked, and it will go out the back before anybody can get the rebound. Alana Spurn will sub in for Eden Shoshan. It will be white ball. Eskenazi takes a shot from behind the three-point line, misses the shot, rebounded by Eden Hariri, who passes it to Sarah Snyder.
Sarah Snyder's going to take it up the court, send it to Chloe Newman, to Alana Spurn for the shot. No, it's not good.
There was a foul. There will be a foul on Nisim. It'll be blue ball.
Newman will inbound. Newman inbounds to Hariri. Hariri goes for the shot. Rebounded to Sarah Snyder up top. Snyder looks for the shot to Hariri in the paint. Back. Oh, it is recovered by Heschel.
Storch steals the ball away. She goes up for the shot. She makes 2 points in the paint. Score is 24-20 Warriors.
Sarah Snyder is going to take the ball up the court. She's going to look for the pass.
Coaches are running around the court with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game.
She tries to send it into the paint. It is recovered by Heschel.
Storch steals the ball. Got a double dribble on Storch. It's going to be blue ball. Only 4 points separating the Warriors and the Heschel Heat here. Newman's going to inbound the ball to Sarah Snyder, who goes up for the shot in the paint. No good. Rebounded by Heschel, who gets caught on the double dribble. We'll have blue ball again. Newman inbounds it to Hariri, who's right under the basket, goes up for the shot. The shot is no good, but we have a foul on the shot. Hariri will be on the line. Foul was on Nisim for Heschel. Nisim has fouled out. She will not be returning to the game. In for her comes Klawans. Hariri takes her first shot, misses.
The second shot.
We have a violation on Beth Tfiloh on the shot. Regardless, the shot was no good. It's going to be white ball. Storch is taking it up the court. Storch at the top of the key looking for options. passes it over to Nisim, who passes it back to Storch. Storch passes it over in the corner. Ball makes its way back to Storch. Takes a shot from behind the three. No good. Recovered by Jenna Lifson Book, moving the other way.
Pass to Sarah Schneider. She's going to take it up. She's going to look for the pass. Pass to Eden Hariri. She's going to drive. Sends it to Lifson Book under the basket. Oh, just out.
We have a foul on the shot. Lifson Book will take the position at the line. There's a foul on Gilad for Heschel. Her second foul of the day. Lifson Book takes her first shot. No good. We got subs coming in for Heschel. Scheinberg came in for Leviton for Heschel. Lifson Book will take her second shot. And it is good. Score 25-20 Warriors. Scorch with the ball. Scorch passes it over to Gilad, who passes it back to Scorch, all the way across court to Ashkenazi. Gilad takes a shot in the post, misses it. Sarah Schneider recovers, moving the other way.
Schneider, she brings it up the court. She's going to drive around. Look for the pass up top to Newman, who shoots. Just misses. Recovered by Lifson Book. And the rebound.
Lifson Book goes up for the shot. Rebounded by Storch, who brings it the other way. Stolen by Sarah Schneider. Stolen right back by Storch. Ashkenazi will take the shot from behind the line. Misses. Recovered by Newman.
Newman passes it to Schneider. Schneider's going to bring it up the court. See Heschel starting to press more and more. He's going to pass it to Hariri up top. Hariri passes back to Newman.
We have a timeout for Beth Tfiloh. "30-second timeout." Real quick, we're going to go back to Aaron S. Aaron, we have 5 points in between the Warriors and the Heschel Heat. What do you think could change this? What do you think could let the Heat win this game?
So first thing they've got to do is they've got to cut down on the costly turnovers they've been making. That's going to be very important. And second of all, they need to keep Beth Tfiloh away from the boards and away from getting offensive rebounds. They've done a great job to get back into this game and stop it from being a blowout, but they're not going to get the win unless they stop Beth Tfiloh from having possession for the rest of the game.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Aaron. Teams are going to return to the court. It's going to be blue ball. Snyder will inbound it.
All right, Schneider. She's going to inbound it to Newman, who's going to take it back up. Passes it to Schneider. She's going to shoot for the three. It's good!
Scores 28-20 Warriors.
With 1:24 left in the game.
Scorch brings it up to the top of the key, passes it over to Leviton, passes it back to Scorch, looking for options. Pass it over to Ashkenazi, pass it back into the corner. Ball makes its way back to Storch, who dribbles into the paint, goes up for the shot. We got a foul on the shot. Storch will take some shots from the line. We have a timeout for Beth Tfiloh. Full timeout. All right, we're gonna in the meantime we're gonna go back to Aaron S., who's courtside right now. Aaron, what do you think Beth Tfiloh has to do to secure this game? After all, the difference is only 8 points.
I got to tell you, I think that three-pointer by the sensational freshman Sarah Schneider was the dagger. I really do. I think that put a little bit too much of a gap between these two teams for Heschel to come back. It's been a tightly contested contest throughout, but I think that Schneider has locked it up for BT. I really do.
With that, we have 1 minute and 9 seconds left in the game. Heschel is trying to devise a plan right now where they can retake the lead. As you just heard from Aaron Ness, victory here may not be possible. Beth Tfiloh and Heschel Heat are back on the court. Heschel has 1 minute and 9 seconds to turn this game around. But first, Storch will be taking foul shots. Two shots. Storch makes her first shot. Storch goes up for the second shot, makes it. Score 28-22 Warriors. 1 minute 9 seconds left. 6 points.
Schneider's going to inbound it to Alana Spurn. Spurn's going to pass it back to Schneider, who's going to pass it up to the paint to Jenna Lifson-Book, who goes for the shot, does not make it.
We have a foul on the shot by Spurn. That was Levitin for the foul on the Heschel Heat. Spurn will be at the line. 2 shots. She makes her first shot. Score 29-22. Spurn up with the second shot, misses it, rebounded by Eden Hariri. Gets out of a jam covered by Heschel Heat. Has it back to Sarah Schneider in the corner. Who attempts to pass it back to Alana Spurn in the paint. Ball gets knocked away. Makes it back to Chloe Newman. Sarah Schneider with the ball. We have a foul. Foul on Storch. We have 1 shot. Snyder's at the line. 35 seconds left in the game. Crowd absolutely silent for Schneider, who misses her 1 shot, rebounded by Heschel. Going in the other direction with Gilad. Gilad passes it over into the paint, back to Storch behind the 3-point line, misses the shot, rebounded by Eden Hariri. Passes it.
She's going to send it over to Sarah Schneider. Schneider is going to take it up the court. Passes it to Chloe Newman. Newman looks for the pass.
Newman's just trying to waste time here in the last 10 seconds, but we have a foul. Rather, we have a timeout. Full timeout.
We have an I believe chant coming from the student section.
With there only being 10 seconds left in the game, victory appears to be pretty far out of reach for Heschel Heat. Beth Tfiloh wins this game, they will move past the Heat on the leaderboard with a record of 2-2. Heschel will go 1-3, putting them almost near the bottom.
Coach, it's just louder. I just can't hear you.
In the last 10 seconds of the game, Newman will inbound it. Heschel will put on a full press. Newman passes it into Hariri, who passes it back to Newman, who's just trying to waste time now. We have a foul. Intentional foul by Storch on that to stop the clock. 3.7 seconds left. Newman is going to take a shot at the line.
Misses the first shot. That's still setting up. And she makes the second shot. The score is now 30-22 Warriors.
With 3.7 seconds left, Storch will bring it up and tries to make the buzzer beater, does not. That is the game, folks. Warriors win 30-22.
Thanks for watching. We'll be back soon with the boys game.